Hare Krishna, my dear fellow travelers. Welcome to Bhagavatam Reflections. And I was thinking to call this Bhagavatam Chronicles because here we try to unravel the timeless wisdom that Srimad Bhagavatam is giving us and make it relevant to the modern day life that we're facing. Now, let's be honest, okay? Who doesn't love a good power story? Supervillains, corporate takeovers, politicians trying to output the system, power grabs. Well, haven't that kind of stories always fascinated us? But what if I told you that the biggest power play ever attempted wasn't by some Wall Street stark, but actually it was a demon king performing extreme austerities in a forest?
Driven by vengeance, his heart on fire. Hiranyakashipu's greed rose higher. Through painful penance, he sought great might to challenge Lord Vishnu, the source of all.
Hiranyakashipu. He is the epitome of ambition, revenge, and misplaced devotion. Yes, devotion. So buckle up, because today we're going to dive into the third chapter of 7th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam, the saga of power, devotion, and cosmic consequences of unchecked ego. So let's look at this, okay? What makes somebody go to the extreme? When power becomes very personal. So some people hit the gym to get stronger. Others grind to work for that promotion that they're dreaming of. But our guy, Hiranyakashipu, he sat in meditation for years, starving himself, enduring unbearable pain, all for the sole purpose of becoming invincible. Why? Well, it was not just ambition. It was revenge. His brother Hiranyaksha was taken down by Lord Vishnu, and he was not gonna let that slide. If this were a modern day movie, imagine a guy training relentlessly in a secret lair, plotting his comeback fueled by vendetta. But here's the twist. While he sought power externally, he never conquered the real enemies. Really. The real enemies are internal demons. His arrogance, his pride, and his thirst for control. And that, my friends, is where he failed. So, taking a look at ourselves too, I am continuously endeavoring to try to conquer externally and be ambitious. But what about the real victory? The victory within. Now, there's a book called The War Within, Kurukshetra Within. I'm going to put the link in the box below. So if you like to take a look at that book, it will help you to victory over your internal enemies. Okay, devotees versus Daitya Rakshasas. So now you may wonder, I don't have any Rakshasa walking around me. Now here's a fundamental question, okay? What separates a devotee from a demoniac personality? A devotee means somebody who serves with humility, finds joy in surrender, in letting it to Krishna. And a Daitya Rakshasa, a demoniac tendency, person who seeks power, always calculating what they get from the divine.
So pure, finding joy in service, in love secure. But the Daitya Rakshasa, filled with pride, seeks only power where darkness resides.
Do I have the demoniac mentality? Think of it this way. A true friend versus somebody who always just wants favors. One who loves you for who you are is the real friend. And the one who loves you for what you can give to them. Well, that's exactly how devotion works as well. See, you may ask, why do I have to worship Krishna? Why not some other demon? Why not some other demigod or even demon? Well, Hiranyakashipu, he wasn't dumb. He knew worship. He had power. But instead of going straight to the Supreme Lord, he was very envious of the Supreme Lord, he targeted Lord Brahma. Brahma is a secondary deity. Okay, he's not as powerful as Krishna, but he was hoping to get a loophole in this system by approaching Brahma. Think of it like choosing a regional manager, okay? Not religion, a regional manager over a CEO. Sure, the regional manager can give you a raise and all that, but only a CEO would hold the real power, right? So, a break for poetry time now. Driven by vengeance, his heart on fire. Driven by vengeance, his heart on fire, Hiranyakashipu's greed rose higher. Through painful penance, he sought great might to challenge Lord Vishnu, the source of all light. A devotee bows with a heart so pure, finding joy in service and love secure. But the Daitya Rakshasa, filled with pride, seeks only power where darkness resides.
Gods may grant treasures of earth, but the Lord bestows eternal rebirth. While worldly gifts fade, their glory outshow. The grace of the Lord endures alone.
Okay, now the flattery game. So what happens when Brahma finally shows up? Ooh, Hiranyakashipu is like, yeah, very cool, smooth talker. He lays it on thick. If flattery could be bottled and sold, this guy would be a billionaire. He praises Brahma like he's Supreme Lord himself. Why? Because he wants something. This is a classic, typical narcissistic mass manipulation, okay? Butter them up, make them feel so special, and then ask for the impossible. But here,
Rama's creative powers, Lord Brahma, the maker of stars and streams, carries out creation, fulfilling Vishnu's dreams. Empowered by the Lord, his tasks take flight, but Vishnu remains.
here's the thing. Lord Brahma, being very wise, he's the wisest, he's the most intelligent person in the universe. So he knows his place. So he's the creator of this world, but even he bows to Lord Vishnu. So he's like a high-ranking officer. No matter how executive and powerful his position is, he's still deferring to the CEO. So he understands his position. But Hiranyakashipu, not so much. Lord Brahma, the maker of stars,
Flattering Brahma for powers to pursue. Blinded by ego, his schemes were spun. But none can defy the will of the One. A tale of penance, pride and despair, of a demon who sought more than his share. Yet Vishnu's plan, beyond mortal sight, would end his reign and restore the light.
we love the One. Yeah, so in closing reflection for today's podcast, here's where I'll leave you. It's with a question. It's a question to chew on. Are we seeking spiritual wisdom out of love, or are we secretly making deals with the divine? Ooh, good journaling question, right? Do we approach Krishna like a devotee, or like Hiranyakashipu, seeking power, control, and results? Take a moment, reflect about this. And because at the end of the day, the path that you choose determines the outcome you receive. So this has been the Bhagavatam Chronicles. Let me know if you like the word Bhagavatam Chronicles over Bhagavatam Reflections. Until next time, seek truth, embrace humility. And remember, no amount of flattery can outmaneuver Krishna's divine plan. Thank you. Take care. Hare Krishna.
The maker of stars and streams carries out creation, fulfilling Vishnu's dreams. Empowered by the Lord, his tasks take flight, but Vishnu remains the source of all light.